Hey, if anybody can hear me, let me know. How's my sound? Juan says good. Alright, good. How does the picture look, Juan? Let's see. Juan's asking for Yu-Gi-Oh! Fighting Game video part 2. Talk to Mr. Top 10 list if he shows up. So the picture and sound is good, is what you're telling me. Cool, cool. I'm kind of warming everybody up. I will let you know when the festivities begin proper. Let's see. Juan says 1998 was popular. Hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, a lot of good games from 1998. Metal Gear Solid, um, Ocarina of Time. That's when Pokemon went international. Yeah, this game, the original Game Boy version came out in just regular black and white Game Boy came out, and then Wario Land 2, excuse me, Deluxe, the Game Boy Color version, came out a year later. So I find it a bit hard to pin this down as a 1998 or 1999 game. I guess if we're going to be obnoxious, 98. But I'm just waiting for more people to show up. Let's see. William is here. Chibi Moon went international. Sailor Moon was introduced in the US in 98. That's right. Here's a fun fact. 98 is when my brother was born. And, yeah, Power Rangers in space. So, good year. I'd say. Alright, if you're in chat, let me know if the picture and sound's good. Juan said it was good, but I'm just double checking. Alright. So once we get a few more people in, I'll begin the festivities proper. William says it's good. Good, good. Cool. And I'm hoping Mr. Top 10 List will be joining us soon. William says only me and Juan. We'll see. I just sent out the link to a few people. There's a possibility Sam might join me later, but I'm not going to make any promises. He's coming back from work in like the next 30 minutes. Let me see. You know what to do. Uh-oh. That sounds ominous. Let's see. William says he was thinking about me streaming. I mean, if you want to... It's not random. You should check out my Twitter page. Juan says 1999 was not a good year because of the stuff with Dracula. Oh, cool. You have 5 people in. That's cool. Let me send this out to a few more people, and then we'll be with the go time. All right. Just, yeah, make sure you're sharing it with people you know, William. Don't be sending it just to random people. That's all I ask. Like, there's not a point in sending it to random people. Like, if you think somebody who might like my content or like whatever game I'm playing or maybe likes Mr. Top Talent's content, might be familiar with my contributions to him, sure. But random strangers, that's not cool, and I don't really enforce that. Or endorse that, or support that. Alright, let's see here. We're fluctuating between 4 and 5. Let's see. Well, William wants to know if you can share with Mr. Top Talent's fans. If you know them, or if you think they might like it, sure. But, like, you know, somebody random, I'm gonna lean against that. I'm waiting for somebody else to show up in particular. Let's see. William says he believes I'll like it. I mean, okay. Alright. And just be patient with me as I warm this up and let people come in. Let's see. Miscellaneous is here. Okay, cool. I was actually just about to message you. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll start off now. Okay. So, welcome to the stream. I meant to do this a few weeks ago, but I had some problems. Namely, I had no idea where the hell my composite splitter cable was, making it impossible to stream Wario Land 2 with the actual cartridge. I wanted to stream it with the actual cartridge. So we're playing on Super Game Boy. Playing off of my Super Famicom, my Super Game Boy. So this is a copy of Wario Land 2. Judgment Meter's here! Cool to see you, Judgment Meter. Okay, cool. Alright. So, you're another person I was just about to message. Okay. So, this is one of my childhood favorite games. This is a game that made me want to have a Game Boy Color. This is a game I wanted badly for Christmas. I actually didn't get it. But then, funnily enough, I got it secondhand a few years later. And unfortunately, this is not the copy I had when I was a kid. That was somehow lost. But this is a Japanese copy I got a few years back. And I have a lot of experience playing this. I played the hell out of this when I had it physically, previously, rather. And then I also played the hell out of it on 3DS Virtual Console. So this is the Japanese version, which is nearly identical to the North American version. This actually came out after the North American version. And the only real major difference is there's some text differences. And there's an enemy that in the Japanese version got Wario drunk. In the US version, I think they replaced it with like a ball of gas or something. But okay, so this takes place after the original Wario Land. Wario gets a genie to grant his wish of riches and gets his own castle. And the bad guys from Wario's first solo game, Wario Land, they get their revenge on Wario They attack his castle, they siege it, they lock him out of it, and they plunder his loot. So in this game, Wario goes on a journey to get his loot back. The really interesting thing about Wario Land 2 is that it doesn't really... It kind of plays like a Mario game, but not really. Not in the way that Wario Land 1 did, where it was very much like Mario Brothers 1 or 3, or what have you, but on Game Boy. This game is much more about puzzle solving and exploration. Because Wario, you cannot lose a life in this game. Why isn't my controller responding? There we go, okay. You cannot lose a life in this game. How this game works is the game has paths. There's different paths the narrative can take, depending on some actions that you take in certain stages. Wario, he has transformations that are called reactions. He doesn't necessarily have power-ups. For instance, if he gets set on fire, you can break flaming blocks. Or if he becomes flat, he can go through certain spaces. So I think I pontificated enough. Let's play Wario Land 2. Let's see where I get. So here, the brown sugar pirates invade Wario's castle, steal his shit, and fuck it all up, more or less. And the reason why I'm streaming this is because recently I wrote an article about Wario. So this is tying everything together. Somebody is messaging me. Aye. That's not good. Michelle Baker's here. Good to see for you. Good to hear from you. It was good to hear from you recently. Good to see your name there. Okay, so I gave my spiel on Wario Land 2. A few people are messaging me. I gave my spiel on Wario Land 2. I guess go back. Go back if you want to. Sorry, I actually have to make a decision in the game. Here's a fun fact. Here's a way how the path of the game can change based on the decisions. Wario's gonna wake up in bed. If I don't wake Wario up out of bed, the path of the game changes. And I don't want to show that just yet. I want to show the normal path. So let's do that. The first level is called Get the Alarm Clock. So these jerks break into Wario's castle, they steal his loot, and they put on this obnoxious alarm clock. So we're going to have to go deal with them. So yeah, Michelle Baker, you weren't here. I was explaining the premise of this game. This is the sequel to Wario Land, which that game was very similar to the past Mario Brothers and Mario Land games. I mean, the game is called Super Mario Land 3: Wario Land. But this game took the series in a direction that emphasized puzzle solving and exploration. Wario does not have lives in the conventional sense like you do in a video game. He does not die. He either loses coins when he gets hit, or he has a transformative reaction to things that happen in the game, and that allows you to progress. Mr. Top 10 List said, let him sleep. He had a long yesterday. I will show you what happens when you don't wake up later in the stream if you want to pay attention. I don't have a clear plan for how long this is going to go. Sam might be joining us soon. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I'm just doing a solo game. And you can see how conceited Wario is here, because in his bed, he has a portrait of himself there. He's got two portraits. And then he has a name near his door. Alright, I'm really sorry, somebody's messaging me, and this might be important. crapola. Alright, so this thing here, that barrier means that you have to have an enemy to break that block, those blocks. So one thing Wario can do, he can pick up enemies like that and break those blocks like that. Let's see. Michelle Baker says, I like his get off my lawn fish shake. You mean this attack that I'm doing here? This is his charge attack, where he has a trademark attack for a long time. I think that's before they went a little bit overboard with the bathroom humor. Although there's a certain degree of bathroom humor in this game. Like one of Wario's forms, Drunk Wario, he unleashes toxic belches. And if we play the game right, you will be able to see that in the stream. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how far I can get with a certain path, and then if I get stuck or bored, I'll show you an alternate main path. But there's overall 5 different routes that your playthrough of this game can take, which add to the replayability. This is much less a beat 'em up people game, although there is beating up people. Don't get me wrong. It's more about solving puzzles and exploring. She's here for Drunk Wario. You heard it here. I'll make sure we get some Drunk Wario in. And I apologize that the game is not in color. I'm playing on Super Game Boy. I don't have my Game Boy player set up yet. I don't know if I can change the color palette. Let's see if I can. No, I can't. It doesn't have the option there. I can change the border, though. I like the border. William says that it's called Crazy Wario in the US version. We're playing the Japanese version. The Japanese version, the full title is Wario Land 2, The Stolen Treasure. This game was originally released for regular Game Boy in 1998. And then a more popular version came out on Game Boy Color a year later. It's officially called Wario Land 2 Deluxe, but on the sticker, on a lot of printing, it just says Wario Land 2. That was a full color version. William says, are we going Japanese? On my channel, we go Japanese quite a bit. I have a lot of import games, William. I have all the Wario Land games in Japanese. Okay, so the objective for this level, there's 2 decisions you could take. You could either not get up in bed or get rid of the alarm clock. Here, since we already got out of bed, we gotta get rid of the alarm clock. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Alright, so here we're going to gamble coins for part of a treasure. I'll do it. To be honest with you, I don't know if the battery on this cartridge still works, which is a bit frustrating. I really need to get a Game Boy EverDrive. Alright, I like to solve the puzzle. I think it's one for $500, Pat. Cool, we got the treasure. William says that he knows that dude at Kim Possible. That's... Oh my god, I think that might be a battery warning there. Damn it. Oh, that's not good. Alright. Second level. If you excuse me for one moment, somebody's messaging me about something. I'm really sorry. I wouldn't stop to take the message if it wasn't something moderately important. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, that means that I cannot save this game, unfortunately. I really need to get a drive for my Game Boy games. I have one for Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Master System, and NES. That also, by extension, that also will work on Game Gear. But I need something for Game Boy. I'm not sure what to say. This is a pretty old cartridge. But at least it plays. I mean, it's too bad when you lose save files, and I try hard to back them up. But my philosophy is if the game is at least functional, that's a good thing. Okay, here's Fire Wario. And I can break the fire blocks. See? And then you go back in the water and you're restored. And before Wario became a player in Smash Brothers, this is how I imagined he would play like in Smash Brothers. I hate to sound like an entitled asshole. I feel like I wasn't too pleased where they played up some of the grosser comedy with Wario. This how he was in this game and in the original Wario Land. That's more what I would have liked to have seen. Okay, so this game I pay a fee. I see the picture very quickly. And I have to get it or else I miss the treasure. So maybe you guys can help me out here. Let's see. Who's the enemy pictured? We're going to bet 100 coins. And who is it? It's going to be that puffy enemy. Where is it? 3, 2, 1. I got like less than a second to find it. Okay, I think it's this one right here. Pretty confident. Miscellaneous says, LOL, I'm not sure to what exactly. William says that in Wario Land 3, Wario looks less drunk. Cool, I got the treasure. So to you people in the video section, I would like to know if you have any experiences with the Wario games, or if you have any experiences with this one. I think that this game in particular is pretty beloved. I don't remember if it sold better or worse than Wario Land 1, but this game, and especially Wario Land 3, got exceptional reviews. And I'm not too crazy about Wario Land 3. I feel like that's kind of an outsider opinion. I don't hate any of the Wario Land games, but that one was my least favorite. We're kind of going backwards here. I would like to... I don't know if I could commit to a full playthrough of this, especially if we're having battery issues. Unless I get like an EverDrive or something for Game Boy. But I would like to... I did do a run of Wario Land 4 a few months ago. And I would like to do a full run of Wario Land 1, perhaps. So we're really going out of order in the Wario franchise. We're starting with 4, now we're going to 2, and then I want to do 1 and 3 next. So that's a pretty cockamamie order. And I keep messing up this jump here. Let's see. Alright, Miscellaneous was laughing when Wario caught on fire. Yeah, it's pretty slapstick. Alright, let's try this one more time. There we go. Cool. So I believe the objective in this level is to turn off the faucet. So this enemy, I don't remember the name. Quite a few enemies in this game, their names were not translated. Like this guy is called Pirate Goom, but the little puffy guy, I don't remember his name. Some of them have very simple names. Like the guy in the football helmet who punches you, he's just called Punch. The duck with the boomerang is called Dangerous Duck. Let's see. Mr. Top 10 List says, I remember the commercial where Wario is encouraging greed at a mall. I think that was Wario Land 4. That was the one where it's like, if you're going to be rude, selfish, and greedy, if you call us rude, selfish, and greedy, thank you, I believe. I don't think this game had a commercial, but I know the original... I know Mario Land 2 had a commercial with Wario. Let's see. William wants to know if anybody has Virtual Boy Wario Land. I only know 2 people who do, and neither of them are willing to lend it out. And even if I did, I could not stream it. Because that game does not have... That Virtual Boy doesn't have any kind of video output that is compatible with my current setup. In order to film off a Virtual Boy, I think you would need to get a camera and film inside the lens, kind of like what James Rolfe did. Obey Wario. Michelle Baker says greed is good, referencing the film Wall Street by Oliver Stone. Obey Wario, destroy Mario. Let's see. What do we got here? What could this number be? So it's either gonna be a 3 or an 8. Okay, I'm gonna go 3. Mostly because I don't have a choice. It's like Wheel of Fortune, but you win imaginary money. Pretty consistent with my treasures. So here's a question. Level 5 is when there's going to be an opportunity when the path splits. So here's a question for you all. Do you guys want me to go the main path, or do you want me to go the alternate path in level 5? I figured I'd ask you all now. And I promise you before I go, I don't know if I'll do the alternate playthrough run, but I will at least show you what happens when you don't wake Wario up in the morning at the beginning of the game. So if you guys could take it to a vote, are we going to do main path or alternate path when we get to level 5? Let's see. We got 2 votes for normal path and 1 for the path less traveled. Any other takers? This is a representative democracy, don't you know? Here's going to be another one of Wario's reactions. Bubble Wario. I don't think this one's as popular. I had thought that when I wanted Wario to be in Smash, I thought that would be like an air smash attack or possibly an up B. My main hope for up B was Vampire Wario, but instead they didn't. They just had him fly around by farting. Okay, that's Dangerous Duck there. He's not a very nice guy. Normal. Let's see, we got 3 for normal and 1 for the path less traveled. I'm sorry, Michelle Baker, you're kind of outnumbered. But thanks for participating, you get a soccer trophy. Dangerous Duck, that's his name. I'm serious. She's not hung up about it. Let's see. AT, hardest thing to pronounce? That's a really open-ended question. What are you trying to say? Alright, sorry about that. I was just saying hi to my brother. Let's see. William says, what's the hardest thing in a video game to pronounce? Putting me Johnny on the spot. I was just saying hi to my brother, in case you're like, where the hell did he go? Can anyone hear me? Okay. I generally don't like things that have too many R sounds altogether. I don't like the word squirrel. I think that's a really disgusting word. That's generally very tough for me to say. Baker says, hi, Sam. Sam's actually in the other room. But he might join us soon. I don't know. He's having dinner right now. He just got back after a long day from work. Let's see. William says he can hear me. He can hear me. Alright, so there we did some water level trickery in order to progress through the stage. What was it that Michelle Baker called this attack? She called like his. It was pretty funny, but I forgot what it was. The manual calls it charge, but it's like a shove. It's hard to explain what it is. It's like an elbow thrust, I guess. All right, let's raise the water levels now. William says, okay, okay. Michelle makes funny jokes. That is something that Michelles are good at. Not just her. It's an oath you take once you're given that name. Wouldn't that be funny if that's how names actually worked? No wonder some people, they just like, they change their names after have spiritual rebirths. This says your thanks. Okay, cool. 500 coins, very good. I think this is the game here. Let's see. Juan is complimenting Mr. Top 10 List's latest top 10 list. Alright, let's see. Let's see what the image is. Okay, so we're going to be looking for the puffy enemy again. Where is it? Alright, I think lower left corner. This is so much easier than doing it on the Game Boy. I really struggle doing that. William says there's tons of Michelles, there's tons of Emilys. I found that to be the case. Yeah, Mr. Top 10 List's latest video, his video, I think he made some really good use of footage that myself, Sam, and a few other people procured. Let me, just give me one moment, please. Hmm?
I like to get out of the room first.
Okay. Alright, sorry about that. Just checking with Sam on something. Somebody said that Mr. Top 10 List editing was particularly good in that video. I wholeheartedly agree. So I think there was just a good integration of footage and good sources. Red Warrior is here. Interesting, interesting. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Red Warrior. Mr. Top 10 List, if you're still here, I was curious if you had any experiences with Wario or if you knew about this game. If anybody has any Wario experiences, please speak up. Please speak up. So there the game is giving us a hint. Hint, hint. It's just Red Warrior. There's not Red Warriors. Alright, so the objective here is to unplug the water. And let it out of Wario Castle. Objective complete. Alright, let's see. Somebody just sent me an email. Oh, cool. Alright, I think this is gonna be 2. Mr. Top 10 List only play Wario Land 4. I mean, that's fine. What happened to Judgment Meter? She probably got busy. I don't know what to say. Okay, so we decided that we'll do the main path for level 5 of World 1. Oh, we're heading to level 4. Here we go. Right off the bat, you see it's funny because there's a bat there. And 0 seconds into the level, we're already flat Wario. So this is what good flat Wario is for. He gets squished like a cartoon. Please don't do that with a real life weight. She's like S from Winko. I mean, I don't have to tell you, people get busy with things. LOL pun. I love bad puns. And I know. Who needs 4 extra coins, whatever. Was there something over here, too? Where in the world is Judgment Meter? Or Carmen Sandiego? Yeah, I don't think there's anything over there. Are puns really bad? Yes. So this bat restores you. So yeah, Mr. Top 10 List mentions that he only played Wario Land 4. Oh yeah, Mr. Top 10 List, this game started the reaction trend that was carried over into Wario Land 4. But Wario Land 4 is more of like an arcadey action game, whereas this one's all about the puzzles and exploration and collecting and what have you. Michelle Baker says puns make the world go round. True, but there are a lot of bad ones. Let's see. William says that the thought goes to who's telling the pun. William is bringing up the Luann from the Loud House. Yes. She does make bad puns. That is very true. And I'm just gonna stop the conversation there. Oh boy. No, I missed the jump. I was thinking about keeping this going until about 9:15 p.m. My time, by the way. Let's see. Mr. Totella says that he misses bad puns. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that? Let's see. Someone is talking about Undertale. I still haven't played Undertale, and a lot of people have told me that I should because I like Earthbound, but I still haven't. Look at that respawn. The bat just comes back. Elton John once said the bitch is back. Here, the bat is back. Excuse me. See, Mr. Totella says no, but I don't know what he means by no. What's he saying? Let's see. Somebody's talking about skeleton. I don't follow. Actually, this would be pretty. Oh, crapola. This would be pretty decent B-roll for what the hell is the word? Halloween video. Yeah, that thing. The bat stuff. So there's not much wiggle room when it comes to this weight here, as you can see. Nah. Wayne wants to know if I watched The Loud House. I used to a few years back, and then when all that stuff went on with the creator, I felt very gross about watching it. Because I had a hookup where I got a few channels. I don't remember if it was through AT&T or Comcast, but I got like 5 channels. And I was, the first time in a while, I was watching quite a bit of Nickelodeon. I got Nickelodeon. Excuse me. It was such a weird collection of channels. It was like Nickelodeon, CNN, Disney XD, and then I forget the other few. It was only a few channels. But yeah, I was rocking some of that Nickelodeon like from when I was a kid, essentially. But I don't really watch cartoons on TV anymore. I hate to say it, I feel like I've totally outgrown that. I feel like you have your inner child. I feel like I've kind of betrayed my inner child. But I really don't know how else to put it. I don't really watch much TV in general anymore. If I watch TV, I'm probably watching NHK America, BBC America, or Adult Swim. That's pretty much all I watch anymore. Let's see, that is a treasure exit there. Let's see, William says, well, tons of creators mess up. Don't feel terrible for watching it. I mean, I don't want to, but some things just, ugh. It's a pretty uncomfortable topic. I don't know how much I want to talk about it publicly. Juan says YouTube is acting weird today. How's it acting weird? Let's see, is this a 5 or a 6? I'm going to go with 5. There's Tutson says, I thought you watched Gumball. Oh yeah, I watched Gumball. Yeah, I'm sorry. How could I forget Gumball? Gumball is one of it's probably like the only quote-unquote kid show I even watch anymore. Let's see. It says that he watched the Bible channel, like watching Adult Swim. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're going to go with the main path. This is level 5. This level is called Defeat the Giant Snake. Exclamation point. Defeat the giant snake! Miscellaneous says Gumball's great. I wanted to make a video about Gumball. I kind of lost the mojo for that. But Gumball is one of the few kids shows where I actually really just have some belly laughs out of. And what I love about Gumball is that Gumball has a lot of it satirizes modern culture in a way that it's not it satirizes it, but it's not like the everybody sucks way that South Park does it. And like it has a bit of an edge to it, but it's not overly cynical. And the show mocks a lot of cartoon conventions and tropes. And an episode can usually like go into a direction where you wouldn't expect. Like one episode when the dad is being bullied by another character. Like they go see a lawyer, and the lawyer is like a mail slot, and you have to put money into her so that she talks, and there's an exit fee. That was so funny. There's an episode called The News that absolutely killed me. That show started off kind of generic, and then it became something amazing. And I'm gonna be pretty sad when it's all over. Let's see. William says that he doesn't like South Park. I used to love. Oh no, yeah. You don't die in this game. You just progress slower. So this is what happens. You get turned into an egg. But yeah, I used to like South Park when I was younger. I feel like South Park nowadays relies a little bit too much on shock humor. The show it's become too satirical for its own good, in my opinion. I feel like the show is so satirical that it's not funny anymore. That sounds like such a weird thing to say, but that's my critique of it. Oh, damn it, no. Crapola. Miscellaneous out of no. Miscellaneous out of nowhere. Everybody spies. Lark spies. So yeah, in this game, you don't die on bosses, you just get kicked out of the arena. Indefinitely. Infinitely. The dad's getting bullied by Harold, yes. That was a very funny episode. Oh, damn it. You got ate by the danger noodle. It's a snake. Funnily enough, getting eaten by the snake is how you get a way to go the path less traveled, which I believe is over here, actually. In case people are wondering, but we're going to do the main path. William says he's the knowledge guy. No, this isn't going very well. William says, what about me, Juan? Don't mess with you at the power of anime and God. Interesting. Emily also doesn't like South Park. You can't like them all. I think South Park was at its peak. I'm gonna say like the first 9 years or so. I actually really don't like season 9. I think that's when they started going out for really overboard with some of the gross humor. But then the show really surprises me, and sometimes they have episodes that are really good. So the quality of the show is very inconsistent. It's really odd. It's like watching like an R-rated comic strip. It's like the R-rated funny pages from the newspaper. Do newspapers still exist? Better. No! That's just terrible. Quan says JoJo Circus. I like JoJo's. If Grant was here, he'd be talking up JoJo's with everybody. Michelle Baker says they do. She advertises them. Yeah. Her parents still subscribe to them. Shit. I hate to get so personal here. I'm kind of glad that I guess I kind of graduated away from the newspaper, because when I lived in Florida, we had this jackass neighbor who their dog kept pissing on our newspaper. And I mean, now that I'm older, I just think that's a really, really shitty thing to do. I don't know. We had some real jackass neighbors when we lived in Florida. But I liked living in Florida. Okay, there's the giant snake goes now. By the way, this boss is called the giant snake. He doesn't have a very complicated name. If you look at the enemy database, he's just the giant snake. Okay. So I'm not struggling no mores. We're going to move on to World 2, the SST Cup, which was actually the final dungeon of the original Wario Land game. So rude of them. Juan wants more Xbox One. I meant to do it last week when I had the place to myself. Just so much bullshit happened last week. So this is going to be number 1. We'll see. It's pretty... Oh, Professor Oates is here. I'm really surprised to see you. Okay, Professor Oates, I don't know how long you've been eavesdropping on this stream. I just finished the main path of World 1 of Wario Land 2. And I have every piece of the picture so far. So, I'm surprised you can make it. I seem to remember you liking this game when we were kids. I liked this game quite a bit when we were kids. But I know you're a fan of the Wario character in general. Mr. Top Talent says Professor Oates is a rare encounter. It's like the metal slime in Dragon Quest. Uncommon, but you get a lot of experience points. No! It's like Feebas in Pokemon. Or the legendary beasts, or whatever they call them. Alright, so we move on to World 2. The SST Cup. So the first level is called Return Hen to Her Nest. Funnily enough, it does not take place on the SST Cup itself. Oh, and the level after this is when Drunk Wario is introduced, so get ready, Michelle Baker. Let's see, he only played a bit of 2, mostly 4, okay. I guess you missed when I played 4. Okay, so there's a hen, and you have to return her to this nest. That's the level. And this enemy looks a lot like Cloyster, if you can get a good look at it. I don't know if it's a bit too shaky. The enemy's pretty erratic, and I don't want to lose coins. So just look at it when it's... Damn it. Look at it when it still looks like Cloyster to me. A very similar enemy, or perhaps the same enemy, returns in Wario Land 4. I don't think it's the exact same enemy. This series isn't too big on having recurring characters, with very few exceptions. Okay. So this is a chicken, but this is not the hen. This is an enemy. This guy is an imposter. The hen that Wario needs is very graceful. And according to the manual of this game, the hen is actually Wario's pet. So make of that what you will. Let's see. Yes, Drunk Wario is what Michelle Baker says. Ah, God, that Cloyster enemy is such a bastard. There we go. Oof. That is some really awful knockback. There we go. Okay. They are male roosters. Aren't all roosters male? So this enemy mostly exists as a throwing projectile. That's Wario's hen. I don't feel like doing a lot of lollygagging in this level. I'm just gonna return her to the nest. Oh, no! Okay. And you don't want to accidentally cause her to despawn. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Juan, we'll move on. We'll go back to Xbox someday. I just can't make any promises. I have a full plate next week. Maybe in 2 weeks. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I really would like to get Sam more involved in the streams. It's just we're busy with our personal lives, man. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, is this a 1 or... No, it has to be a 4. This is going to be 4. Yes. He'll be in and out. He was watching Eatmon, but then remember the stream wanted to show support. Thank you. We've been pretty consistent with our picture pieces. So that's cool. And yeah, Oats, maybe you could... I don't know if you want to plug your podcast. You can do that. I'll grant you that. I only grant one wish. And it's usually something silly. Okay, so this next level is called Escape from the Woods. This introduces the penguin enemies, which they're just called penguin. That's what the manual says. And they cause Wario to get drunk. I'm playing the Japanese cartridge here. In the American version, they throw like spike balls here, but in the Japanese version, it's clearly those are clearly pitchers of beer. Those are beer mugs. So this is drunk Wario, and he belches toxic balls of fire. And listen to the drunk music. And just like in real life, to get undrunk, you simply jump into a body of water. That's how it works. So in the US version, they tried to censor it by calling it Crazy Wario, but it doesn't really work. I kind of picked up on that something was off when I was younger. Mostly because a lot of the Nintendo Power guides and books, they still kept the Japanese artwork and not the censored sprites that are in the North American ROM data. So that's pretty silly. Let's go to your comments and questions. Let's see. Michelle Baker says that she wished that was real life. You mean that you get drunk and then you just jump into water and then you're magically sober? Let's see. She said, Oates says that he develops a podcast called Playing with Form. Yeah, okay. Man, remind me to make Oates a moderator at some point. I'm a little bit caught up in the game, but yeah. Crazy Wario looks more dizzy in Wario Land 3. There we go. So, one thing that this game doesn't entirely make immediately obvious, this actually stumped me a bit when I was younger. First off, well, Wario can throw enemies, yes. I'm gonna do it here so I don't break the spear goom. You can charge your throw. I don't think the game really gives you a good prompt for that. But that got me stumped a bit when I was younger. I felt like sharing that. Another thing is, I'm jumping, this is like a light jump, and this is a higher jump. Wario can actually jump higher. I'm holding up on the D-pad, and he can jump higher like that. Just something I felt like sharing with y'all. Yes, this is all mentioned in the manual, but I don't think the game does the best job of communicating this information. I got this game secondhand without a manual, so I had to eventually accidentally figure that out. Somebody's talking about drunk birds. I don't know how to react to that. Alright, there's the fire enemy. We're gonna get some flaming Wario, possibly. I think we need to break some flaming blocks here. Do we? Yeah, right here. Let's see. Somebody's talking about getting drunk at Toys R Us. I mean, I don't really approve of that, but okay. Let's see. Oates says that he's gotten a lot of nice feedback. I feel like I owe you a critique of your recent stuff. I've just been caught up in my own ass lately. But I'll try to get back to you soon. It's just I'm kind of at a moment where there's no downtime, really. This is the closest thing to downtime I have, and I'm running at the mouth. Alright. But yeah, take that, punk. Alright, there's your revenge. Let's see. She was drunk in her Toys R Us story. We have double confirmation. Okay. So that was Escape from the Woods. Let me see. This is gonna most likely be a 1 or a 4. Yeah, I think we're gonna be a 4. I've been on a roll with these. This is cool. Getting these picture pieces. Okay, next level is called Get in the Teacup. And, oh, that's cool. The border changed. That's neat. I've been practicing for this stream lately, and I've been doing it on my childhood Game Boy Color, which still functions. That's pretty cool. I'm not used to playing this on Super Game Boy, so it's pretty cool to see the border changes. I'm just avoiding this bastard fish. That's not what he's actually called, but that's what he should be called. I like the sound effects the fish make. It reminds me of Pokemon, which is appropriate as these are Game Boy games. I think Game Boy just had some of the coolest video game sound effects out there. Like outside of Atari, just stuff like the noise the fish makes. I mean, it just sounds like, just listen to that. Like, I mean, that to me is just yeah, that's from a video game. I think that's cool. Alright, let's get on to what you guys gotta say. She's been swimming while drunk and can confirm it doesn't make you sober. That sounds pretty horrifying. I shouldn't have done that. I think this stuff with the seagulls here is cute. But seagulls are not your friends. Don't give them a hot dog. Animals are not your friends in general. They don't have human feelings. Why would it be called that? Remember, be child friendly. I don't know. Sometimes Mr. Top 10 List will surprise you. I gotta duck crawl against this guy. PETA would disagree. I'm sure they would. Don't harm the animals, except humans. Oh well. What's a penny? Alright, gotta get out of there. Yeah, I'm hardcore Game Boy now. I am the most bloody active stream member. Evidently. Good on you. Maybe I'll get you a sticker. Okay, here's the SST cup. Okay, if I'm correct, I might have to refer to my notes in a few minutes. We're almost at a point where the path of the game can change. So, I want you guys to know if you want me to take the main route or the alternate route. Let me just see what it says here in my stuff I wrote. Okay, yeah, the next level has a secret exit that changes the path of this game. So, where are we gonna go? Main route or secret route? Why don't you guys vote? Let's see, somebody said donkey. Are we speaking German? The main route. One vote for the main route. What do we think here? We got a 5 or an... I think this is an 8. Let's go with the 8. I'm going to put it all on red. Main route or alternative route for the next level? Holy crud. Holy crud what? Alright, next level is called Drop the Anchor. Is everybody a ghost? I hope not. Alright. People, vote on what level would you like to... What if you would like me to do the main path or the secret exit for the next level. Alternative. Ooh, we got 2 votes for secret route, 1 for main route. Alright, any other takers? I think this is the first appearance of Fat Wario in this game. If only losing weight was this easy in real life. You just jump a few times. It's in some scenarios, he loses his weight by jumping into water. Jumping into water is a very common tactic for Wario to restore to his default form, and it's a very interesting distortion of reality. If only it were that simple. Ay. Oh, Wario's thick. That's sweet, Michelle. Ay. Oh. Why am I quoting Alpha from Power Rangers? Alright, there's a hidden wall here somewhere, I believe. I think it's here? Yeah, here we go. I don't know how I wouldn't have known this if I hadn't read Prima Player's Guide when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure this is it. Let's see, William says that he is the Eggman. Yeah, I mean, jumping into water, that actually restores Wario from being a zombie. jumping into water makes you not undead anymore. Think about it. Think about it. Give me one moment, y'all. I'm gonna have to mute my microphone. Sorry about that. I was talking to Sam about something. Okay, I believe this is the alternative route. I think what happens is we sink the SST cup by doing this. Alright, picture piece. Let's see what we got here. You know, for my recent Wario article that I wrote, I think it's funny that Wario calls the chef enemy, the enemy that feeds Wario the cakes that make him fat, are called Cook. A lot of these enemies have very simple names. And he just describes Wario as like Wario describes Cook as a cake of making meanie, and I just think that's so funny. I mean, the guy just gives him free cake, and it makes him fat, and the fat benefits him. It's interesting. Maybe it's holy water, suggests William. Interesting, interesting. Alright. So yeah. Alternate route. SST cup sinks. Alright, this is World 3 alternate. Escape from the teacup, excuse me. Alright, gotta watch out for the sawfish. There we go. And this level is actually pretty straightforward. You just find the exit. I don't think there's anything terribly hidden here. Aside from the obvious treasure, which I don't remember where it is. Let's see what you people have to say. Let's see. Juan is quoting the Knuckles song. That's adorable. William says that Wario enemies have very boring names. Some of them do, and then some of them are just not even translated. It's really odd. Like, almost every enemy from Wario Land 4, they do not have an English name for whatever reason. Like, the monkey that throws apples, it retains its very long-winded Japanese name. It's really odd. Tougher than the rest of them. There's a really good remix of that that I think Silva Gunna made. That was funny. Alright, let's get in here. Get over here! Let's see. William wants me to give Wario Land 4 enemies English names. I don't know if I have the authority to do that. That'd be fun, though. I would actually really like to work for a video game developer in localization. I've done some localization work before, but I've never done it in the video game industry. And it pays like shit, but it was pretty rewarding work the times I've done it. I just unfortunately, once those jobs are finished, I mean, they're done. You're not like on a payroll or anything. Silva Gunna, the guy with bad luck. Let's see. William Hart wants to know my favorite YouTuber. Definitely Software Agents Corp. I think they make good stuff. Oh, right. It can't be me. I mean, it's such a cliche answer. I love what James Rolfe does. I think he's excellent. Yeah, it can't be my friends either. Like, James Rolfe is really good. I don't, I mean, him and Mysterious Mr. Enter are probably the only people I regularly watch anymore. Also, GameSack. Unfortunately, GameSack, one of their hosts left recently. Thankfully, there's no hard feelings. I think he just got very busy with his day job. Let's see. Juan likes Larry Bundy. He's great. He's also everywhere. He's omnipresent. Like Juan. Everybody became a ghost again. Going ghost. Alright. Next level is called Defeat the Giant Spearman. Well, let's see if we can get the picture piece. And it's number 8. Clearly. Oh, Mr. Ender, he swears too much. Oh, man. How do you put up with this channel, then? Let's see. Somebody's talking about Anime America. I haven't seen their stuff in a while. Quick, everyone who's a ghost, jump into the holy water. That's pretty funny. I really love the palette here. It looks very much like original Game Boy-like. I think if it were for the fact that this game is a puzzle platformer, this level looks like it would be very much out of the original Wario Land. So that's cool. Let's see. William puts up with my swearing because I'm funny. Well, thank you. Oh, and he thinks Sam is funny. Oh, man. I gotta find some way to bully Sam into being in the stream. I don't think he's interested in it. And being a part of the stream. Just keep in mind, Sam worked 9 hours, and he's very tired. Meanwhile, I didn't work nearly as much today. Sam should get his own time. You know, William, I'll make sure Sam knows that. So there's a few things I gotta do. I gotta make Oats a moderator. There's Spring Wario. There's the bouncy music. When Wario gets hit in the head with the hammer, he becomes a spring. Here's a reaction. Not seeing as many in this run as I thought we would have. Springy. And the music, I like how the music sounds whimsical, but what's happening is actually pretty obnoxious. Is that what they call irony? That is true, William, but I'm busy with the game at the moment. See, Mr. Top 10 less than Michelle. I mean, you know. Adults with adult responsibilities, man. I don't know what to say. Oh, we're going into an infinite loop here. I see, she's still here. She's doing dishes and laundry. Yeah, I mean, I don't take it personally. It's not like they left me a long, angry voicemail. It's fine. I mean, okay, being an adult. How was childhood? Some parts were very good and some parts were not. I just I feel like being when you're an adult, you realize that some things you worried about as a kid are not a problem, and then I mean I feel like you start really getting concerned about a bunch of things. Where is the cooking in me? Where is the buster going? Wasn't really thinking. Where could he be? I don't. No. Oh my god. I don't want to waste my coins. Or is anybody paying attention? I'm almost tempted to like check the playback and basically cheat. But was anybody? Does anybody know where the cook enemy is? Let me see. It was so short. Let's see. Was this it? Okay, alright. That was... Oh my god. Oh. That's painful. Okay. You try to pay attention. Flamenco wants to know how I would like a long angry voicemail. I think the joke will be on you because nobody understands my voicemail message. It was too fast. It was too fast. It's like, that has to be a fraction of a second. No two ways about it. Alright, is it multiple rolls? Let's see. Juan is talking about Space Invaders for Game Boy. I don't really know how to reply to that. I haven't discussed that in over a year. I gotta be frank, I'm getting a little bit lost here. This is one of those things in a video game where if you don't go to the correct path, it loops infinitely, and I find that kind of annoying. There's a few levels in Super Mario Bros. 1 that are like that. Let's see. He just wants to hug people when he gets older. Alright, so do we get multiple rolls? What do we do? What is the path? Anybody have any suggestions? I haven't done this route in this game in such a long time. Help people, not hug people. Okay, well now we have pelicans, so I hope I went through the right path. Either that or the game is just messing with me right now. Let's see, you get arrested if you randomly hug people. You probably would. Alright. I feel like I have to maintain the roll. Ooh, no. I feel like I have to maintain the roll or something there. Just something feels really off. What's the stupidest thing to go to jail for? Well, I don't like it particularly. Now that I understand the science a little bit better, I think people like getting sent to jail for years and years and years for marijuana is very stupid. Especially like, I mean, one of my friends when she was younger, I risked something by saying this. She was so straight edge that she wouldn't even drink coffee or soda. And now that I'm older, she smokes quite a bit of pot, and I would not want her to go to jail, you know. So it's like, you know, that's what I would call trumped up charges. I'm not talking about the president. So I don't know if that counts. Right. Public swearing is a serious offense, and you might actually do time for that in some places. That's pretty dumb too. Probably not a whole lot, but I think that's pretty idiotic. Let's see. William says I took the risk. What am I missing here? I thought he was just green. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas, I'm all ears, because I'm just going through the same rooms again and again. Speaking of ghosts. Favorite Pac-Man ghost? That's a really random question. Clyde, because he's such an outlier. Alright, so we're on the Pelican path now. I don't understand this puzzle. I wonder if the owl can help me. No, owl, I needed your help. No. Oh boy. Yeah, this puzzle really has me baffled. I don't understand it. Pop the bubble. Let's see. Somebody's talking about Pikmin 2. I should play that game more, seeing as how I own it. I need to get my Wii set up though. That's part of the issue. Top 10 bubbles. That's pretty broad when you think. Alright, let's try to not fall off the owl this time. That's it? That's all he missed? Oh, give me a break. I think I'm gonna give this a few more minutes, and then if I get stuck here, maybe I might just try the alternate main path again, because I'm getting a little bit frustrated here. Looping around the same room over and over again is not what I would call fun. Okay. William said it before I could. Least favorite. I don't... What? Such a... I don't know, the red one? The red one's mean. That's weird. I don't think I like this level very much. I don't understand how the puzzle works, and I don't understand how I missed this earlier. Whatever, I'm just gonna beat this jerk. There we go. The red one's blinky. Good to know. Alright. Next level is called Inside the Ruins. Here's an idea. How about I beat the next world, and then do you want me to try the alternate path in the game and see how far I get? Because I actually got to be out of here in about 40 minutes. Does that appeal to everybody? And it's love potion number 5. The red one is a stand-up guy and has shown the best cognitive ability to compromise. He's the least black and white of all of them. Well, that was really philosophical, man. Oh boy, slow down. Man, it's almost like I missed half the level. So, do you want me to explore this level some more, or just exit out of here? Exit? You don't want me to linger? No time for lingering. I want to try to attempt this. Here, if I can't get in, just leave. No time for reading either. Now, where do you jump exactly? There. Nor is there time for reading. Yeah. I feel like this is one of those gimmick levels where the end is in plain sight, but there's more to it, obviously. Are they dark? Is this a Ray Bradbury story? F. Are they Darkstalkers? I'm gonna go with 5. I'm in. What are the odds? Let's see. Next level is Escape the Ruins. Now, everybody, there's a secret level. There's a secret exit in this level. Do you want me to go for the secret exit or go on to the main path? What do y'all want me to do? Main path or secret exit for this level? If we go to the secret exit, that will actually be the end of this world. If we do the main path, there's going to be one more level. Main path, 1 vote for the main path. What else do we got? 1 vote for the main path. Ooh, I wish I didn't do that. Wonder if I can make up for that. What else do we got? Main path, everybody wants to do the main, okay. Cool. I hope I didn't miss the opportunity to get those coins. Yeah, the consensus was clear there, clearly. Alright, okay, so that moved those blocks, okay. Alright, here's an example where me knowing that you could charge throw, that would have been very useful if I was younger. Again, did not have a manual. Oh, there's barely anything there, okay. Well, I'm probably gonna get some food after the stream. Let me tell you. I have a really bad habit of skipping dinner just to do these streams. We're having a later dinner. Don't tell anyone, though. It'll be just between the two of us. Why not dine while streaming? Because that's not hygienic and ASMR. In all seriousness, actually, when I was with Mr. Top 10 List, we did have sandwiches while streaming. So there's that. Yeah, I don't want to dig into too much, but my home life is a little bit chaotic sometimes. So that makes these a little bit more irregular than I would like them to be. Who's still there? There's some ghosts. Cool. What is he saying okay about? I'm curious. Okay, probably just 35 more minutes left for this, y'all. Just a heads up. I'm actually glad that we didn't really exceed 10 people because like I feel like it makes these events less intimate. What's he going okay about? It's not okay due to most comments just being him. Boss battle. This fish. This fish. That almost sounds like it could be construed into something inappropriate. Ah, bastard. LOL, what? Yeah. Messed up. This is how this game punishes you. You don't die, it just wastes your time. Servant fish. Really? Having fun. Having fun. I'm taking that as a reference to Rhythm Heaven, and probably no one else will. Alright, let's try this again. Its name is Big Kamu Kamu. Okay. I believe it. Yeah, again, a lot of the Wario enemies, they don't really localize their names. They just keep them in Japanese. It's really odd. Also, with the case with Mario Land, the original Mario Land, a lot of the enemy names were kept in Japanese as well. They didn't bother attempting to localize them or try to Americanize them. Which, it's not necessarily bad. I guess it's an observation. Maybe it's lazy. I don't know. It's I mean, the game was made in Japan. It's not totally egregious. It's just kind of strange. No. Oh, damn. Rhythm Heaven. Okay. Yeah, there's a secret message in Rhythm Heaven where it plays a song and the guy goes, "Whoo, yeah, having fun. having fun. And that's the song. So, look it up. Williams says until the virtual console release of Mario Land. Yeah, in Mario Land, I think they gave one of the Goomba enemies a name. I think they call it like Micro Goomba or something, or Goombo, something like that. That's not like something they do. Where originally they just kept the Japanese name, which was some kind of some kind of riff on Karibo. Like Goombo and Bombshell Koopa. That's actually kind of cool. Is it true that Mario Land is being featured as a design in Mario Maker 2? Because if that's the case, that's really cool. It makes me really want to play that game. I hate the fact that you really have to... I feel like nowadays I really have to think twice about what I buy. My free time is just so fleeting. Damn. Bastard! Oh. I don't know. Mr. Todd mentioned Goomba by name. These last hits really suck. Galoombas used to be Goombas. That's very true. I'm glad they corrected that. Because they're not the same thing. For a long time, they just used to be called Super Mario World Goombas. And Beach Koopas essentially serve the same function as regular Goombas. Let's see, Goomba was mentioned in unneeded Mario characters. That's right. I think it was it. I guess I need to rewatch it. All right. Just gotta swim under the jerk. This fish. There we go. Finally. You were in it. I was? I was. Yeah, that was Sam playing the Mario 64. Because I'm terrible at the slider penguin. And then Sam just got it. And he's like, let me handle this. So you knew about me. That's cool. I feel like that video is more infamous than famous. But thank you. Coolio. Oh, that was me pressing a button by mistake. So Sam is a pro at sliding? He better be. Okay, no, actually, that's it. That's it for World Alternate 3. Yeah, this was the chapter end boss. Okay, so I'm thinking of resetting the game, and I'll see how far I can get in the alternate path. If everybody's cool. Let's see, living in the gangster paradise. One of my friends didn't even know who Coolio was until many years later. I keep doing the wrong option, I'm sorry. Okay, here's gonna be the alternate path if you stay in bed and do nothing. Let's see. Goombas used to be called Little Goombas in the original Super Mario Brothers manual. That manual is pretty morbid. It explicitly mentions death. So here's the trick for this part. You don't press any buttons at all. Wario sleeps through all this. Okay, you press the button here to load the stage, and don't press any buttons. Just like wait a minute or so. Wario sleeps through his own game. I thought this was so clever when I was younger. Oh, you don't win. You change the path of the game. Somebody is messaging me. There's your secret exit. Cool. Oh, thanks. Alright. Alright. And then Wario's even asleep there. Don't even get any coins. So now, what is this world called? This is creates an alternate version of World 2 called Invade Wario Castle. Where's Waluigi here? Waluigi didn't even exist until 2001. So Wario gets kicked out of his own castle and has to fight his way back in. This is the only world in this path of the game. Where's Elmo in the game? Yeah, that's because Elmo stinks. Damn it. That's just what I get for bad mouthing Elmo. I loved Elmo when I was a kid, and now I just think he's really annoying. Wario gets karma for Super Mario Land too. Yeah, Wario, he's a bad guy, but the people he fights are worse than him. I think that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. These bees will sting you and make your cheeks puff out. Like in real life. I do not own Wario Land, Shake It. That's a game I've been meaning to track down. I haven't played it since I rented it 9 years ago. I remember liking it. I prefer the Game Boy games better. Instant drunk and then instant sobering up. I hope Baker saw that. There's the toxic belch. Did I mention Captain Syrup? I guess not. Yeah, the antagonist of this game is called Captain Syrup. She's a not very nice pirate lady who creates trouble for Wario. In Wario Land 1, 2, and Shake It, she disappears for a long time. She's from the first game. That is correct. She's the main villain of Wario Land 1. Which I would like to stream. I'm trying to think of how much ground in this game did I cover. I never intended to do 100% of this game in stream. Let's see. How many... What have I done so far? 1, 2, 3... I think I've done about a fourth of this game in stream. Possibly I could do a run through of the main path at some point. But I don't know if I really intend on doing a 100% run of this. I think the next time I stream Wario, I might do the original one. Let's see. William wants to know what I think of Clyde from Pac-Man being replaced by Sue and Tim. I don't know who those people are. Oh, these enemies are awful. I don't know how you get through here. Yeah, I don't know who those people are. Who are these people? They sound like real jerks, though. Taking American jobs. Oh wait, they're Japanese characters, so I guess it's Japanese jobs. Stop getting me drunk. Let's see. Do you have any clue why AT is talking about Sesame Street? I don't have any clue what Juan is saying 95% of the time. Where is Togepi? Togepi is not in this game because we're playing Wario Land and not Pokemon. Who's texting me? Okay. What my day is going good. I don't... That's gibberish to me. Let's see. Sue is a female ghost. They're both orange. I'm not familiar with these people. I think timing these rolling jumps is pretty obnoxious, actually. It's really precise. Oh, damn. So the fact that that mouse infinitely responds means that there's something important about him. Sue was changed to purple when Tim disappeared. Who are these people? I'm so lost. I'm out of the Pac-Man lore, obviously. By the way, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button on the stream. If you have already, good. If you haven't, bad. You should do that. Alright, but where do I go next? I feel totally lost here. You don't get Pac-Man fever? I mean, I like Pac-Man when I was a... I mean, I still like Pac-Man. I don't follow the recent games. Yeah, I'm about to wind down here, so I don't know if I don't know if you want to say it. Actually, you know what, Sam? Somebody said something really nice about you.
Is it on right now?
Yeah, that's fine. Somebody, I think it was William, said that they think that you're so funny that you should be hosting a podcast. So I just want to make sure you knew that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I just have too many things I want to do in no time.
I like how this guy doesn't introduce himself. He just casually slides in.
Oh, I was gonna probably play Smash Bros.
Do you want to stream Smash Brothers? Or no? No?
Probably maybe on Friday. I'm sorry. Maybe Friday or Saturday. Or...
I'm gonna be busy on those days. I guess I'll be all up to you.
I mean, it's in the other room, so.
Yeah. I understand.
Whenever there's more free time.
I don't know. I think I might have reached a stopping point. I wanted to keep this going for 15 more minutes, but I think the momentum's right up. I've had fun doing this. Alright, we got some Christopher Walken references. I'm sorry to say this. I feel like we've reached a good stopping point. We've covered about a fourth of Wario Land 2. Again, I don't know if I would plan on doing all the alternate stages, but I would like to do the main path someday. We covered about 2/5 of the main path. So maybe someday I could do the regular World 3 and World 4. But I think now's a good place to stop, honestly. But this was fun. Thanks for joining in. I'm not sure where I'm going to do this, so if you're going to keep on top of things and not just construe what I have to say as random updates, then you got to get in on the Twitter business. What is my Twitter information? I don't even remember it. ATGonzalez01 at Twitter. Yeah, okay, let's do that. If you want my updates. You gotta get in on that. Because I don't want to hear any more from any of you guys. Oh, the stream's random. It's not random. It's sometimes pre-calculated. Like calculus. Why is William referring to Christopher Robin? So, yeah, I think we're on with that. I guess one thing... William, actually, when you're sending links to the stream, please don't do it on YouTube comments. That's really not the way to go about it. Just please don't be doing that. Don't be doing it to strangers. If you're gonna share things around, do it directly to people you know. Please don't do it on YouTube. I don't think that's the right thing to do. That's all I really gotta say. Why are we seeing Christopher? Who's Christopher? Christopher Walken. Dumb. Silly.
Alright. I'm gonna go. Aren't you gonna end it soon?
Yeah. I'm gonna go.